Já estamos na estrada, vamos até ao coração de Portugal conhecer a história de alguém que resolveu manter-se leal e fiel a Deus e atualmente, através da música, transmite a mensagem da esperança a muitas e muitas pessoas. Venham connosco, vamos até Pedrógão Grande. No centro do país, entre vales e serras, somos contagiados pelas paisagens que só esta região nos oferece. Este é um lugar procurado por muitas pessoas que desejam escapar ao ritmo acelerado da vida moderna. Aqui há tranquilidade, paz e qualidade de vida cada vez mais raro noutras partes do mundo. Fizemos esta viagem porque queremos conhecer pessoalmente Erzsébet Hillenkoetter e dar-lhe voz para partilhar a sua história. Bem no centro de Pedrógão Grande, entre a polícia e os bombeiros, encontramos este centro comunitário. Hoje é domingo à tarde e lá dentro está um coro, maioritariamente composto por pessoas que não são portuguesas, a ensaiar. Vamos ouvi-los. A dirigir este coro, composto por holandeses, alemães, portugueses e brasileiros, está a cantora húngara Erzsébet Hillenkoetter. Erzsébet nasceu na Hungria em 1968, quando o país ainda integrava o bloco soviético sob um regime comunista. A sua família não era cristã e foi pela influência de uma colega de quarto, que era adventista, que começou a frequentar a Igreja Adventista do Sétimo Dia. Concluiu a licenciatura em música na Hungria e aos 25 anos recebeu uma bolsa para estudar canto no prestigiado Conservatório de Música de Boston, nos Estados Unidos. No dia seguinte à cerimónia de graduação, é batizada na Igreja Adventista em Boston e, a partir daí, começam as grandes provas à sua fé e lealdade para com Deus.
In Boston, I had a wonderful voice teacher. He was a bass singer from the Metropolitan Opera House. It is in New York. And he really wanted me to go to the Metropolitan Opera House also. And the Metropolitan Opera House has a school. It's in the Yale University. The voice department, why is it so interesting? Because the conductor there and in the Metropolitan Opera House is exactly the same person. It means if you want to have a career, you want to get into the Metropolitan Opera House, you first have to go to that school so that the person, the conductor gets to know you, and then you have a connection to go to the opera house.
As portas começavam a abrir-se muito por insistência do professor de Erzsébet. Decide então realizar duas audições, uma para Nova Iorque e outra apenas por precaução para São Francisco. Mas ela queria mesmo era ir para Nova Iorque e a sua candidatura foi mesmo aceite. Mas então impõe-se a pergunta que podia mudar tudo. Uma vez que em Boston não tinha de cantar no sábado, será que agora seria obrigada a cantar no dia sagrado?
What? Of course you have to sing on Sabbath and you have to sing only opera, that's it. And so I made a decision, I did not go. I turned it down. I said, give the money someone else, and I turned it down. My teacher was so upset that he did not even talk to me afterwards. I had to prepare for the graduation concert by myself. He said, for me you are dead. This opportunity comes once in a life, no second chance. But I had peace. I knew God led me. I gave my life to Him. That's fine. I was in peace.
O plano B, São Francisco, torna-se agora a única opção. Muda-se para a Califórnia, mas ao chegar, percebe que os estudos seriam idênticos aos de Boston. Não fazia sentido repetir o mesmo curso. O que fazer agora?
What I'm going to do now? So I went back to the school, I went to the library, and they had those yellow pages. You might know that all the addresses are there. And I searched all the colleges throughout the whole California. There were more than 300 colleges which also teach voice, because I had visa for 1 year. When you finish an postgraduate degree, you get a working visa for 1 year. So I was legally in the United States even if I don't go to the school. So I had this working visa. I knew I could work 1 year. teach, and so I sent out more than 300 resumes in all the colleges I could find.
Depois de enviar 300 currículos, o telefone finalmente tocou. Seria este o sinal de Deus porque tanto esperava depois de recusar tantas oportunidades que a impediam de guardar o sábado?
I received a phone call. There was a man, I didn't know, a chief of a music department of a college. And then he asked all kind of questions about my education, what did I do, what I have done, and after about an hour conversation, he says, this was not an interview. We had a college 2 hours north of San Francisco. You will have to come to us for an interview because I have colleagues, we decide together whom we're gonna take and whom not. So with that, but I have one last question before we settle the time for the interview. We are a Christian college and we would love our teachers to be Christians. Are you a Christian? I said, yes, I am. And then the next question, may I ask what kind of denomination you belong to? I was so scared to say the name of my church, so I didn't answer. And then he says, don't worry, this is not part of any interview. This is just my personal question. I'm just curious. No matter what kind of church, Christian church you belong to, will be interested in. And I said, okay, I am Seventh-day Adventist. And I heard a big scream on the other line. Ah! I remember I thought, now this was my job. Bye-bye. And then I kept saying, I remember still like it would be today, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. I said, sorry for what? Didn't you know this? I said, what? We are the only Seventh-day Adventist college in North California. We are the Pacific Union College. We are 2 hours north of San Francisco. Didn't you know anything? I said, well, I'm really sorry. I got baptized 3 months ago. I come from Hungary. I have no idea about the Seventh-day Adventist educational system. I didn't know. And then he says, you know what? This is God's hands. You don't have to come to an interview. It is from the Lord. Congratulations for your new job.
A sua lealdade tinha sido recompensada. Ergi permaneceu alguns anos como professora no Pacific Union College. Após casar com um médico alemão, juntos decidem regressar à Alemanha. Dá aulas no Seminário Adventista de Bugenhofen, na Áustria, e em 2010, junto com o seu marido e filhos, mudam-se para Portugal. Esta brilhante cantora húngara dedica agora os seus dons musicais a um propósito maior. Através deste coro que dirige, conduz outros ao encontro do amor de Jesus. Para esta cantora profissional, há uma música que ocupa um lugar especial no seu coração. Uma canção que a eleva de uma forma única, como poucas outras conseguem fazer.
Well, there are several, but one sticks out quite a bit, and that's actually a very well-known song in the Seventh-day Adventist community. It's a real Adventist song, and it's called Jerusalem, from Adams to Jerusalem.
Why that song touched you so much?
The text and the melody flows so beautifully, and it shows the drama in there also. What the first is like a beautiful picture, angels singing. It's like a heavenly scene, and then the dark scenes of reality. And then the coming of Christ, because I believe that whenever we sing, the singing technique is all about high, up, and wide, not down and backwards. Spiritually, it's the same thing. You have to always turn your eyes upon Jesus, although this is not the song we're talking about, but in a music technique and a singing technique, and also with the spiritually, this song brings out beautifully that we have a home in heaven prepared for us, a new Jerusalem, and that's where we want to be, and that is our life about, to live a life for your honor and for God's honor and glory.